Have you ever seen someone do something that looked, well, a little foolish, only to find out later they were playing a completely different game? There's a classic story about a king and his wisest minister. The king loved to test people, and he had a particular fondness for testing the minister's young son. Every time the boy visited the court, the king would present him with a choice. On one hand, he'd offer a shiny gold coin, and on the other, a handful of silver coins. And every single time, without fail, the boy would choose the silver. The king and his courtiers would laugh, shaking their heads. "Look at the minister's son," they'd say, "so simple-minded. He doesn't even know gold is worth more than silver." This went on for years. The boy grew into a young man, and still, his choice remained the same: silver over gold. The court's amusement never faded. They saw him as the fool of the court, a source of easy entertainment. The minister, however, never said a word. He just watched with a calm, knowing smile. One day, a visiting nobleman who had witnessed this ritual felt sorry for the young man. He pulled him aside and whispered, "My boy, why do you do it? Don't you know that the single gold coin is worth far more than all that silver? You're making yourself a laughing stock." The young man smiled, a smile that mirrored his father's. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a heavy pouch that clinked and jingled. He opened it, revealing a massive collection of silver coins accumulated over many, many years. He looked at the nobleman and said, "Sir, I know very well that gold is more valuable. But tell me, if I had chosen the gold coin the very first time, would the king have ever offered me another choice?" The game would have ended that day. He let the weight of the silver pouch settle in his hand. By choosing the silver, the game continued. "And now, I have more wealth than if I'd taken the gold 100 times over." The nobleman was stunned into silence. He finally understood. The boy wasn't a fool. He was a genius in disguise. Everyone else was playing for a single win, for the immediate reward and the approval of the crowd. But the minister's son was playing the long game. This story teaches us a powerful lesson about wisdom. True wisdom isn't about showing everyone how smart you are. It's not about winning every small argument or proving your point in the moment. In fact, sometimes the smartest move is to let others think you're less capable than you are. How often do we feel the need to prove ourselves? We want to correct someone, show off our knowledge, or grab the gold coin right away to get that instant validation. We worry about what others think, fearing we'll be misunderstood or seen as foolish. But the minister's son didn't care about being laughed at. He was focused on his goal, and he knew that short-term appearances didn't matter. His actions and his results would eventually speak for themselves, far louder than any words. Patience and silence are incredible strengths. The young man was patient, collecting his silver day after day. His father was silent, trusting his son's process. They both understood that you don't need to explain your strategy to people who are only watching the surface. Being misunderstood doesn't mean you're wrong. It often just means you're operating on a level that others can't see yet. Wise people often do more and talk less. They're not distracted by the noise of public opinion or the temptation of a quick win. They focus on what is truly right and effective for the long haul. They let their results do the talking. The laughter of the court was just noise. The growing pile of silver was the reality. So, the next time you're faced with a choice, think about the minister's son. Are you reaching for the shiny gold coin to impress the crowd? Or are you quietly collecting the silver, playing a longer, smarter game that only you understand? True success isn't always loud and immediate. Sometimes it's built quietly, patiently, and far away from the judging eyes of the world. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that makes you think. See you in the next one.